Hi, my name is Kaitlin Montebello, and this is my idea project. My mission is to create awareness about the importance of art and design in the education system, specifically middle and high school. To achieve this goal, there will be a traveling art studio to high schools around the U.S. This traveling exhibit will teach the school and community the importance of art and design. Why am I doing this? In my early education, which like middle school and high school, I felt that the art wasn't important at all to the education system, even though it felt important to myself and other artistic students, and feeling like the skills that I felt I was the best at weren't important at all. Like the math and everything else was the most important. And this is why I want to influence others to realize that art is actually a form of storytelling and the way people think in the world. By using the slogan "Art Now," it creates urgency and importance to the branding. Who are my personas? Students, which would be the primary people. The Art Now experience will teach students how art and design are important to society and how it provides a story, and how later in their life it could also provide them a career, and not that just like the thought of art equals being the starving artist. That is not what art is. And then teachers, the Art Now experience will encourage teachers to embrace art in their everyday curriculum and encourage students to do the same. Some of my inspiration was a newer trend, like it's something called fluid gradients, where the gradients kind of look like big bubbles kind of just floating around, or like a lava lamp. And I wanted to use this because it's kind of not uniform, where people could take it and form it into their own idea, and it doesn't have to be a specific shape. And for the structure, I wanted it to be simple so it didn't take away from the branding, and also the layered looks with this wavy, it goes nicely with the color gradient theme that I'm going for. And then my design style is liquid colors, where it's going through and it's kind of melting into the words. And this is my color palette, which is a rainbow like color palette, where it could still be blended into like all the colors you think when you think art, you think colorful, and that's what I wanted to go for. And here are the structure ideas. I wanted to do, for my structure, I wanted to be one main structure and then four outlying structures that would incorporate art, design, technology, and storytelling in each of these mini booths that match the big booth, which would just be over here in these smaller area. In the smaller area would be kiosks, where the students or the teachers would go through and sign up for whatever section they want, like art, design, technology, and the storytelling, or they could sign up for all of them. And I went through and I drew some where this is like a more simplified one, and this is the layered look with the outlying structures here, which would just be a stand-up basic cardboard cutout with some 3D text. And over here, I wanted to include storage in each one of these, because when you do a traveling art studio, it requires supplies that I would like to provide to this. So in the orange, it shows the storage area, and the dark blue would be the LED screens that could show our branding and also the students' work after they create it. And then the entrances are highlighted in the magenta, and the reception desk is yellow. And I would like to also talk on what the art, design, and technology, and also the story mini booths would be. So the art would include like traditional art, like painting and drawing, and maybe be led by a professional, or like a professional that was hired by the company that works at the booth. And the same with the design. where they'd go and they'd learn the basic Adobe things like Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign, and just like small snippets that they could use. And then over here would be a high quality printer where they could print off their work. And in the technology side, I got this idea from the downstairs where there's a mini shop bot where students that are interested in technology on the technology part of this could make like a small sign or a small thing that they could cut out. And over here in the storytelling, there'd be what I guess I'd be a keynote speaker. Over here, speaking about how storytelling in the arts is important, and people would sit around maybe on like these stadium benches, and the same idea follows for each of these, where the art and they'd all be set up the same. And over here would be a more simplified one where it's just kind of had the equipment. So this idea project is something I'm passionate about and I want to pursue more. Thank you.